All right. We're just going to try this again. I just started this and it was like, no. And super bummed out because so many people had like tuned in. So I want to apologize for whatever technical spaz thing that was. So hopefully this works. So I see some people are starting to hop on. So sorry, I don't know what happened. That was so lame a lotta. Not okay. It's not okay. But it is. It's exactly what is happening in the now. I'm going to lift you up. And as you hop on, please let me know you're on here. Um, you don't have to, but I like it. So, well, hopefully people get back on here. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It was like everything was good, and then it was like, no, I'm not. I'm not good anymore. I'm gonna say it's because of the eclipse and all the energy that's happening in the cosmic realm. That's what I say. So let me know if you can hear me okay and all that fun stuff. And again, I'm really sorry that that was just a huge spaz situation of whatever that was. So hopefully people can tune back in. So until then, I just want to show I'm standing up now. Um, oh good, yay, thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Hey Ben, I saw that you had clicked on too, and I was like, oh my god, everybody's hopping on, and now it's like dying. So I'm really glad that y'all are here. I'm really happy that y'all are here. Um, I'm going to show you what I've done so far. I'm so excited to be painting standing up because I've been talking like every week. Like if I just had an easel, I don't have an easel to hold it, but I've got this like desk thing, and it fits. So we're just gonna go with this. So I'm gonna show you what I've created. So this is the painting right there. So that's the side of it. So I hope that you got it. Oh look at that. That's an angle. So you can see them in the light of the day. Ow! Oh, I forgot I had that there. Boop. Okay. So I'm going to paint today. I'm going to paint today. Ooh, now I'm standing up. I can move around. I don't know if y'all ever do this, but I move around whenever I can. Actually, thanks, Ben. Thank you for that reflection. I'm really grooving on it, man. I'm painting on glass, so it's really nice because if I like mess up, I can just wipe it off, and it's really easy to do that. So I want to paint the little bits today, I think. I had an idea for what I wanted to do to the top two portions. And then I was meditating with it this morning and I was like, no, I don't know. No. So, what I do want to do, uh, while I get some paints out, is ask y'all, how you doing? Like, for real, like, how are you? Ben, I know I don't want to share anything that you had shared previously, but how are you feeling in this now? Because this is a new now. It's a brand new now, actually. And I'm curious how you're doing in this now moment. How are you in this now moment, Ben? And Mama Jane, I'm just so happy that you're here. I'm just so happy. Paintbrushes. So let me get some of these. What colors do I want to use today? This is how I decide. What color do I want to play with today? I really like what I've been doing. Wow, I just had an idea of just painting them solid. Like just a solid color. That feels weird. I don't know if I want to do that. So I'm actually so this is my creative process. I'm speaking the thoughts that are in my head, and this is I guess I want to share the reality of creating because it's like I don't know what I want to do, and I talk to myself. What colors do I want to use? What colors? What feels good? Do I want to do a solid? Do I do? I know, right? I could do anything. I feel I do have a teal, actually. I'll show you the teals I have. And then teal's kind of hard to make. So I have the teal. So check this. I have the teal in the very middle. It's like the big, that on there right now. I'm kind of feeling, I wonder if I used this color before. Because I'd like to use a color that I haven't used. Ooh. That's a lot of blue right there. If I was looking at like this kind of color, it's like a turquoisey color. If I did that like on the outer parts, picture froze again. I don't like it when I freeze. Freeze. Copper. Ew. Tell me when it unfreezes. Please. Did it unfreeze? Hey, Charles. The YouTube works okay. Okay. So I'm thinking about these colors and I'm feeling that I need another towel. It's okay now? Okay, good. I'm feeling, this is weird that I'm feeling this. Oh, it's not weird. So I'm feeling this like kind of a reddish color and copper. And it's interesting because I was talking about, hey, Mary. I was talking about the eclipse that is about to happen. And it was so funny. I was saying in the Body, Mind, Spirit class that it's like the sun, the moon, the earth, but it's actually the moon, the earth, the sun. I've thought about that. I was like, I said that wrong. Anyway, but it's all about alignment. And if we're feeling alignment, if we're living alignment, if we're connected to the body, the mind, the spirit, like it's all of this stuff is happening that is related with this eclipse. And in that space of recognizing like alignment with me and around me and my life, my lifestyle, my friends, my relationships, my job, all these parts of me. And the eclipse time, I feel like, is when stuff that we don't need just kind of goes away, and the stuff that we do need just comes in. It's like everything just happens and aligns at once, and that can be a lot of like root changing and shifting. So I think that's why I'm being called to red, because it's like the root chakra color. So Mary is asking, what are we making today? I am working on this painting. Which right now I have part of it covered because I put my, I'm excited about that. I have my palette on it and I'm getting ready to like move it. See, I put the palette on top of it. So I'm going to paint, I think this one way over here. And then, I'm almost taking things down. And like, maybe one of these today. In more than just today, but I like that you said that you use a red and copper mixed together as Moroccan copper. I like that. So yeah, copper and red. I'm gonna put these babies together and just kind of let them flow, see what happens. So paintbrushes, here they are. Water, there. I think I have everything. I mean, technically we always do. There's a song by Trevor Hall. I actually sent it to you, Mother. And it's I have everything I need is, I think, or everything I need is like the name of the song. It's a really pretty song. Pretty. Okay, so I'm going to use that. And I'll use this one for the copper. So yes, very geometric. Very geometric. So I'm going to be way over here right now. I know it really wasn't that far. So because I decided at the last minute to stand, I had all of my stuff on here, and then I was like, crap. Had to move it all real fast. It's so funny how we do that. How I do that. Like I decided at the last minute to do something. So this is a red color. It's not like a regular red. I think it's called like, I don't know, cherry cobbler or something like that. Could you imagine having the job where you name colors? I think I would go with like Pantone style and just be like red number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Just name it like that. So let's have a conversation. Tell me something. Let's talk about something. What's on your heart, mind? What's going on? What's shaking? What's new? What's grooving? What's good in the world? What's exciting? What's coming up? Are y'all, here's a question. What are y'all doing for Thanksgiving? Are y'all doing anything? Are you cooking? Are you eating? Are you leaving? Are people coming to you? Are you going to be able to spend the day alone? You notice I said be able to because I feel like that's a gift. What are you doing for this holiday that we call Thanksgiving here in the United States? I might need a little Herbe brush. I do. Oh dear. It's a very little space in this little point. Ah! Ah! There we go. So as I'm painting on the glass, and hopefully you all are going to tell me what you're going to do for the holiday, this Thanksgiving situation that we have coming up. So painting on the glass, because I like to play with the textures of the paint. I like to paint the base coat on pretty thick. And I like to be intentional about the way I make the brush strokes. Yes. Charles says it's another beautiful day here. Oh, you're gonna be at the beach for the Thanksgiving. That's exciting. A friend of mine, actually, check this. A couple friends of mine invited me to the beach to stay with them. And I was like, I'm not sure yet, and I was just kind of like playing everything by ear. And it turns out I am gonna go and be on the mountain. I'm gonna be mountainin for the Thanksgiving timeline, which is medicine for my soul because I need to get out of like the city frequency. Like I need to get back to nature, and I get a really big reset when I do that. Mama Jane says that she's going to be going. I have to read this out loud because this is cute. I'm going to be stuffing my face at Lauren's home. I'm assigned to bring pies, Cool Whip, and potato salad. They're giving you a whole list of things to bring. Why can't you just show up with Cool Whip? What's up with that? I'm like, have you not gotten to a point where you just bring some Cool Whip and call it a day? Is that not good enough? Did you know that they make Cool Whip from like, I think coconut milk? I can eat that. Regular coconut milk and I we're not friends anymore. Did you know that you can freeze Cool Whip though? If you freeze Cool Whip, you can eat it like ice cream. It's really good. They used to make chocolate Cool Whip, and that was a really good one frozen. The mountain. Which mountain? I think it's the Appalachian Mountains. The pies. I was going to say it's in Bryson City. Charles, do you know what Mountain Bryson City is? So now I'm taking the copper and I'm going to put it on top of this red. The pies are frozen. Taking a shortcut. Nice. What kind of pies? What kind of pies you bring? I don't know, Mom. I tell you, I've had some pumpkin pies in my life, and I've never had one as good as your recipe. Like for real. I've made it, and I've tweaked it so that it would be. I use sweetened condensed coconut milk instead of cow milk, and that has been delicious. Finding a gluten-free crust is another one. It's Southern Appalachian Mountains. Okay, thank you, Charles. So that's where I'll be at the Southern Appalachian Mountain. In a cabin, nobody around, with a fire. Let's see. Charles says it's where he had hiked a couple weeks ago. Sweet. Oh, Mom said that's so sweet of you to say. I mean, it's for real though. Like, legitimately, your pumpkin pie, because your recipe that you gave me that I use, it makes two of them, and I will eat them both. And I don't mind it either. Like, I don't mind not sharing that pie. Is that weird? Is that rude? Ooh, this is pretty, y'all. Oh, this copper. Oh my gosh. Oh, copper, baby, on the red page. Oh, it's so pretty. What kind of pie are you going to be taking, Mom? And Charles, are you all going to be cooking? Mary, are you cooking? Like, Mom says, girl, make sure you know where you're going. I mean, I know I'm not driving. So I get to be and arrive and just be and arrive. And there's so much about like the holiday season that like we don't get to necessarily just be and arrive easily. It's like, oh, I got to do all these things. You know, I got to prepare for it. And then I'm tired by the time I get there. So when I arrive, I just kind of crash out. I don't like that. You know, like I want to arrive before I arrive wherever I'm going. I don't know if that made sense. Bring a pecan and chocolate satin pie? What is a chocolate satin pie? I don't know what a chocolate satin pie is. I'm like, what is that? Hey, do you remember this one time, Mom? Y'all check this out. So this one time I was married, and he told me about this. It was like a fairy tale story. Ooh, I just had an idea for another color. Unbleached titanium. Oh, you're driving, Mary. Well, then be safe. Oh, wait. Are you driving right now, or are you driving for Thanksgiving? If you're driving now, don't tell me. And if you're driving for Thanksgiving, then tell me where you're driving to. But if you're driving right now, don't. So this one time I was married, and he would tell me about this pie, chocolate pie. And hey, Roberta, I'm happy you're here. Sorry you're homesick. Home is where the heart is. That's what they say. So this is an interesting color. Unbleached titanium, white, and copper. So anyway, so H1 is what I call my first husband, for husband number one. I've only had one, but hey, I'm open. I'm open to suggestions anyway. Anyhow, so he would tell me about this chocolate pie that, you know, that he's been places and like nobody made it the way he actually grew up eating it. And over the years, I didn't think he was lying, because he wasn't a liar. But at the same time, I'm like, I've never seen this chocolate pie, you liar. You lie, you pie liar. And so went to like his hometown or something for something one time, and somebody had this chocolate pie. And y'all, I never have had it, and I've never had it since. I've had people that say they make chocolate pies, but it's not the pie he had. This chocolate pie was like if pudding in a brownie and a brownie had a baby. That's what it was. That's what it was. It was so good. Like and so I'm like and I'm like, can you get a recipe for that? I never got the recipe. You get the recipe and the condo. How dare I? I'm really not bitter, but it really does make me laugh to like speak the words. So, what is your favorite thing to make on Thanksgiving? Here's that. That's a question. And I'm just giving this like I'm just making a bunch of squiggles. I'm feeling like squiggly. Ah, but now it's starting to go. See, okay, so check this. When you're painting on glass, the glass, like the paint dries a little faster. And so now as I'm going over it, I'm like seeing the glass underneath, and I don't want that. I'm just sharing my woes. Whoa. Contact him and see if I can get the recipe. He doesn't have the recipe. He says he doesn't have the recipe. He's also messaged me every year since we got divorced. This is adorable. Asking me for the stuffing recipe that I used to make. He may not do it this year. He may not do it this year. I have so much love for him. I'm so happy for wherever he is in his life right now. And there's this part of me that, like, when he does hit me up for that stuffing recipe, my heart just is like, oh, it's just sweet. It makes me, it warms my heart. Roberta, yours is pumpkin pie. Tell me about your pumpkin pie, Roberta. Like, what is about your pumpkin pie that is like different than other pumpkin pies that you make? Like, what is it that makes your pie your pumpkin pie? Mom says, I always like making green beans. I remember you making those green beans. You'd start cooking them like early in the morning. Those babies would cook so long. They would cook all day long. Like, I remember that because you would put some, like, a pig part in it, a ham hock or something. I don't know. Otherwise known as a pig part. You put the pig part in it. I remember the leftovers of your green beans and making like a turkey green bean bowl that basically was just the excuse for me to get more pumpkin pie. Because I would be like, I want another piece of pie. I can't eat another piece of pie until I eat another meal. I know, I'll have some more turkey. I haven't had turkey in years. I'm curious what food I'll end up eating. I have butternut squash. I'll probably roast a butternut squash and maybe do I don't know. Now I want to make a pumpkin pie. Now I really want to make a pumpkin pie. Make a pumpkin pie, Mom. Can you make a dairy-free one? Can you use the sweetened condensed coconut milk? I don't mind egg in it. The egg works. Hey, Tina, what's happening? I'm painting using reddish. It's a red color and copper and an unbleached titanium white. It's a very interesting color combo, and I kind of like it. And I want to use, ooh. I got excited. I got so excited. I wonder, so this red copper situation, I want to bring it. Tina, what are you doing for the turkey day? The Thanksgiving? Are you cooking? Are you being fed? Are you going anywhere? People come to you? Do you get to spend the day alone? You get to eat whatever you want. Do you have to eat things that you don't eat? Like what are your like I'm curious. I'm always so curious about like what people do for holidays. And Roberta, you said you're homesick. So where are you going to be? Are you going to be with friends? Do you get to be alone? Do you get to be with other family members? Like where are you going to be? Where are you going to be? Going to Pam's family in PA. It'll be nice and cold there. That's what I say. You never know. I feel like the weather is so weird. I remember one Christmas that it was so warm out that like we were outside and like sweating. It was the weirdest thing. The weirdest thing. I mean, if you knew, I swear, I've got so many things happening at my feet. Okay. I want to paint this side. I'm trying to get the camera so that it'll show. So I'm going to try this out, y'all. I'm just going to try to maneuver some things around a little bit. They have heat. Hey. Yeah. Thank goodness. Okay, I'm just going to aim that down because I want to work, I think, on this one. Yeah. So I'm here. I'm not leaving you. Mary said they're going to have a special couple. What? You're going to have a special couple's house for Thanksgiving Day? Ooh, what do you mean? Tell me more about that. That sounds fun. Tell me about the couple's day. Tell me about the couple's day. Like, it's so funny when I talk about things like Thanksgiving, I get like excited about the thought of like spending all day cooking and this and that and being warm and cozy. And then sometimes meaning like usually when it comes down to the actual day of Thanksgiving, I'm like, I just want to order a pizza. Can we just order a pizza instead? Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll like get a pizza and take that with us and just have a pizza. Or maybe do like instead of like a regular like a Thanksgiving dinner, maybe do like a Thanksgiving breakfast for dinner. I don't really know what that would look like. Let's see, Tina says, so I'm from Florida, and one Christmas it was warmer than usual, but not Florida warm. And I took Pam and food and gifts, and we went to a park and had Christmas picnic. Oh my God, it was cold, but in my defense, it was sunny outside. It should have been warm, right? Yes, I love a Christmas picnic. Oh, that's so fun. I love that. That's a really good idea. Like, I want to do that. I usually on Christmases have gone to like a local Asian restaurant because they're open. And I don't typically celebrate the Christian version of Christmas. Like I don't do the gifts and stuff. Not anymore. Oh, you even had a little tree at your picnic? Oh my God, that's so cute. I love that. That's just sweet. Like, that's sweet. The last picnic I went on was on the Rio Grande at the end of summer with my friend Sarah Catherine. And we had a picnic. We picked up some Thai food from a house. You order it. You just like Venmo this person money and you write in the note what you want. And then you pick it up at this time at their house. And then that's it. And it was so good. It was so good. So yummer. Let's see. Okay, so I added more red. And I want to add the copper. And I want to do the copper in a different way. Ooh, yes. I just had an idea. That's what happens when I get excited. So I'm taking a blob of the copper and I'm just like I'm just going to like let it plop. Come on, plop. Yeah, there you go. And I don't know if you can, I think you can see this. Yeah. Okay. So I plopped it on and I've never done this, but I kind of see it like spiraling out and kind of being like, so I don't like have a technique for that. So I just do whatever. Oh, it's starting to, I don't want it to lift the paint off of the glass though. That's the kicker. Don't pour the paint off. Okay, so I'll just get lighter with my pressure. Let's see if this works. I don't like that. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. Let's see. I like to do like untraditional things on holidays. I'm trying to even remember last Christmas. Michael and I were still together. I remember, I think he painted and I think he took a nap. And I only think these thoughts because I have photos. Since I moved back home, the family has decided Chinese food on Christmas Day, like Christmas story. Oh, I still miss the ham for Christmas, even though the Chinese food is good. That's funny. Well, and the cool thing is that you can do both. Like you could still do a ham on Christmas, or you could do it like on Christmas Eve, and then you'd have leftover. Ooh, and if you got like a vegetable fried rice, then you could cut up the ham and put the ham in it. Ooh, how's that for an idea? Okay, so now I'm just kind of like tapping this in because I made that spiral and I didn't like it. I didn't like the spiral. It's like a spiral cut ham. Back to the ham. Ham. Okay. I'm grooving on this. I'm grooving on this a little bit more. Ray says, I can text now since I'm back home and walking with a friend at church's fitness center. Nice. Yes, please no texting and driving. I like for people to survive the drive. That's a sign right there. Survive the drive. Put the phone down. Yeah, I had decided that for this, what I have left, I see a lot of like golds and silvers in the rest of it. So I think that's why I'm using the copper. And this, you should try mark making. What is mark making? What is the making of the mark? Makes me think of Maker's Mark, and I don't think you're talking about that. Those are memories. Not really. They would have been memories, but I used too much. Let's see what this little titanium white looks like. It's not really titanium. It says it's unbleached titanium white. And I'm using a really little teeny tiny baby. Well, Tina tells me what mark making is. Mama Jane says that family also decide on Thanksgiving to have ham. What? One year they had lasagna. I remember that. Trying hard to go with the flow. Bought me my own turkey this year. Yeah, you did. Yes. Um, how do they decide it? Like, do they decide it and you go with it, or do you get like a say? Are you like, that sounds great. I'm glad that we're gonna have a ham, and can we have a small turkey too? Like, is that like an option? That is that communication line open? Um, Tina says about the mark making, it's using unconventional tools and brushes to create lines and texture. Yes, I feel like I definitely do that with brushes. It's not as easy on glass to use different tools because the way the glass holds the paint, that if I use many other tools, it just basically lifts the paint off of the glass. None of them like turkey, Mom? Do they not like turkey? Do they not like to make it? Maybe both. I mean, I also don't eat animals, so I'm that person at Thanksgiving, right, where I'm like, I don't want to eat the animals, so thanks. That looks so much more like a stained glass making. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, thanks for that. Mary says she's a one track mind when she drives. Probably a good thing. I just put music on and sing a lot. And sing a lot. Well, I'm glad that you have a turkey, Mom, if that's what makes you happy. And that you get to spend time with people that also bring you joy. That Tina and Pam will be together. Mary will be with her hubby and partners in a couple's day. Like, and the funny thing is, like, I have spent holidays alone. Oops. And the first one, I'm not gonna lie, the first like Christmas that I spent alone was like, it was hard. I'm not gonna lie. I bet Eleanor would eat turkey. Mom, I think Eleanor would eat anything. She's like Mikey. If y'all remember the Life commercials, the cereal Life. Mike, you'll eat anything. I remember the first Christmas that I was alone, and it was such medicine because it was so hard, but it wasn't hard. It was hard because I had a belief system that like I shouldn't be alone for that holiday, and I should be with this person or that person, and all of the shoulds came up. And when I realized that those shoulds were not mine, that those shoulds were just of society or of whatever, when I realized that those shoulds weren't even mine, I really ended up enjoying the day. But at first, it was really tough. Oh, I wish I was up there to see y'all. I'm planning a trip, just so you know, Mom. I'm in the middle of literally planning a trip to go up there to see you. I'll let you know next time I call and you answer your phone. Tina says, I think everyone should be alone at some point. It makes us realize that we can stand by ourselves. Heck yeah, yo, for real. I love it. Like, it really, like, it's when, especially during things like Valentine's Day or Thanksgiving or Christmas or these holidays that in every way, shape, and form, the media is like, be with people. And if you're not with people, then it's bad. It's supposed to be like, you know, you get to be by yourself. Rejoice. Right? Oh, really, Tina? Sounds like your mom. Really? You call her and she doesn't answer her phone. Isn't it cute? I'm saying this out of love, Mom, because I love you. And I'm still going to plan a visit, whether you answer your phone or not. So, nanny, boo, boo. It's true. Okay, y'all, I just got real excited about this color. Oh, I used it way over here, and I don't necessarily want to use it again, but I do. Man, maybe if I make a goat noise, I do that a lot. Ooh, why don't I use a weird color? Why don't I use a weird color? What is a weird color? Like, come on. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Get a little. Okay, I'm curious what these colors are going to look like. Charles says, yeah, we're cooking small this year. The Quicks make a chocolate pie like that. Really, Charles? You're telling me that your family makes a chocolate pie that's like if chocolate and a brownie had a baby and I have not tasted it? Like, I thought we were friends, man. But for real. Well, or if I could get the recipe for that, Charles, and then I could like maybe tweak it so that it can be something that I can eat and not get sick. And I say that because a lot of pies tend to have like sugar and dairy in it that make me feel bad. Whatever's person doesn't answer their phone. I know. Mom says, Hallelujah, give me time off. Give me time to clear off the bed. Totally cluttered. It's all good. It won't be anytime soon. You'll have plenty of time to have someone support you in that. Tina says, don't make me call and ask for a wellness check. Oh yeah, Charles, if you give me that recipe, I can like make it and then I could share it with the mother Jane. I'm grooving on this color. It's called, what is it called? Burnt sienna. I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that like kind of coppery burnt sienna vibe. What is this? Those two colors look so the same. That's weird. It says that red ochre, and burnt sienna look the same. That's weird. I don't like that. You get collards. That's higher on the list. I do get collards. The collards are good. The quick collards are delicious. Yeah, Charles, if you can get that recipe for that chocolate pie situation, that would be awesome. I would make it and share it so everybody knows. And you know I mean it because I'm pointing with a paintbrush. Okay, I got a few more minutes. I want to paint one more. I think I want to paint this little far off one, and you can't really see it that well, but I'm going to see if I can. Oh, snap. This is the one I'm going to paint. Let's see. Oh, boy, I just got excited because it's like a dookie brown. Dookie brown. Oh my gosh, I just had a flashback of that TV show in was it the 80s? I think it was the 80s, called Murphy Brown, that basically just glorified women working while trying to have a life and being like exhausted and doing everything. Funny. Burnt sienna probably has more brownish tint. Yeah. Don't give you the tweaked recipe. Well, I'll give you the recipe. I'm saying if I make it, it'll be probably tweaked. I found that like I can use monk fruit in places of sugar. It's granulated, and that's been a nice shift. And I can use like sweetened condensed coconut milk instead of sweetened condensed milk. So that's cool. So like I can tweak things so they still taste good. Chocolate's going to stay chocolate and honored for what it is. You do remember Murphy Brown? I know, right? That was one of those shows that I think that like women would watch it and be like, well, you know, she's successful. She's got, and I think at one point in time, like on the show, she had a baby or something, or like she adopted a baby. I don't remember the storyline. It doesn't really matter. But, you know, My memories. Murphy Brown. So I put the dark chocolate brown on the bottom, and then I'm putting these two orangey browns that look exactly the same to me on top of it. And then I think I'm going to take some of this reddish color, because why not? Put it right there. Oh, yeah. Okay, good. You can see what I'm doing. You see that I have no idea, right? I really like this, that red looks so pink because it's on now brown, and that other not brown, orangey kind of color. I like it. I like it. So I plopped all those colors on, and now I'm gonna start to play with the brush strokes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Not same from here. Really, you can see a difference? Cool. I'm feeling that it'll probably, like, I'll notice the difference more when it's more dry. I feel like that's what happens. That's what I noticed with the rainbow ones that I did last week. Like, they were real pretty when I was done, but when they dried, oh, snap. It's a whole new world. Charles says she had a baby out of wedlock. It was a big deal for some reason. Oh, yeah, well, because that was the programming, right? The programming that said, you must have baby only if you're married. Only those who are married are allowed to have babies. Only those that are straight white people can have babies. So yeah, sitcoms, I think, really helped a lot, break a lot of those beliefs. Thank goodness. Such limiting beliefs. So weird. Yeah, we've come a long way as like a generation of humans. Like, I know that some of us feel like we're from a different generation because we may be in different like aged bodies, but we are all this like now generation, like living now and creating a life for all, like creating a life for me, right? And you, and like, but we are all like literally a now generation, like walking through some of the biggest, most epic shifts on earth. Like, I think that's pretty cool, y'all. Mary says, I was thinking of a delicious sugar-free or reduced sugar chocolate candies and the other sweets. I've been experiencing aversion to sugar. Yes, sugar is actually one of the things that like create so much stress in the body that if someone has like a weak immune system, that's when people are getting more covidicus. So yeah, stay away from sugar. And there are really good alternatives. Like, I'm not a big fan of like sweet and low, like those alternatives, because those chemicals do stuff to the brain that I don't necessarily feel good about. It's also like an endocrine disruptor, and then our body literally doesn't know how to be. But anyway, Murphy Brown had a baby through artificial insemination, you say? Oh, did she? Get it, Murphy? That was like a new thing then. You know, like, y'all, we have witnessed so much. I'm really grooving on this like dark brown, red that looks pink, and the burnt sienna and red ochre that looks orange. This is bringing me so much joy right now. But y'all, we have witnessed so many changes. And the right had a supreme cow. That's funny. Would that supreme cow be called a Big Mac? That was funny, I think. Okay. Some more of this. Okay, you can see this, right? Yeah, okay. If you had a plastic wrap, you could make a leather texture. I could, well, that's the thing. That works really well, but it doesn't work on glass because it pulls up so much off of the glass. I mean, if I were able to get enough paint on the glass, and then do that. But I feel like that technique works really well when I use other canvases that are like this. So I painted this forever ago. It's just like greens and golds. It has something on it anyway. But it's like it's like white plastic something that was cut, and it was like scrap stuff. Stuff like that works really well for making that leather texture. And these colors would work really well for that too. If I can get that back the way I had it. I have like chair molding in this room. There. Quarter pounder, that would be the Supreme cow. Cow Supreme. I really like this brown situation. That is bringing me some joy. Okay, I'm going to show y'all what I've done after I get this paintbrush. And this paintbrush. Y'all remember when Oprah got so like in trouble because she was talking about not eating beef, and then the cow industry got so pissed off and were like, they just basically like reprimanded her because of the money revenue that was lost. And I'm like, it to me that just says how much of a difference we can make when we actually speak up. You know, like it might make people mad, people that have been benefiting through, say, capitalism or whatever. But man, speaking up is just, it's really important. Whether it's speaking up saying, I want turkey or I want ham or whatever, like we're going to have an effect. Okay. Y'all ready to see what I did? I mean, I know you've been able to see it, but I'm going to try to hold this so that you can see it a little better. Okay. So this is what I have created. Oh, so far. I know it's a little wobbly because I'm holding it all weird. So I did those bottom kind of reddish parts. I did that one. That's got the copper and red and a unbleached titanium kind of a color. And then those two. I really like that. I'm excited to see it when it's dry. Anyway, so that's what I've done. Well, thanks. Jean says we're run by a few companies that tell us what to do and thinking, oh, you betcha. And those companies are owned by the Food and Drug Administration and pharma. And it's fun, isn't it? We just get to speak up and make our own decisions, right? And honor everyone's decisions. So thanks. Thank you for saying it's beautiful. I don't know if is it artistic? What is artistic? What is the difference between artistic and creative? I don't know if it's artistic. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I love you all. And I'm so grateful that we got to hang out and like chat. Oh my God, today's Thursday. I won't see you next week. It will be Thanksgiving. Oh, I just realized that. Enjoy the time wherever you are, whatever you eat, whatever you don't eat, whoever you're with, whoever you're not with. Enjoy being with you regardless of whoever else you are or are not with. Like, enjoy the weather wherever you are, whether you're warm or cold. Like, please, my encouragement is for all of us to experience and feel a lot of gratitude and be thankful for everything that we have and everything that we don't have, right? So I love y'all, and I will see you all so soon. I really do love y'all.